Hello again, Struck Club. Welcome back to another day of streaming, or more like evening at my time zone, but it could be day where you are. And it's again some Torchlight 3. I will be reworking my latest forged build, the one I uploaded today, the Seeker's Uppercut, into a successor to my Punchbot Drainalot. But this time, thankfully, it will be with the spin to win with Cyclone mode. So we'll see how it goes. I will be using, instead of the uppercut, Fracking Strike. So that would be another thing to consider. So let's go in, let's rework my skills. If I need respectacles, I've got some contract rewards to pick up. So hopefully I can pick those up when needed. So yeah, let's hope I don't need, because I don't feel like collecting contract rewards right now. It's very time consuming and boring to collect contract rewards. I normally try to collect them if possible off stream, but sometimes I need to collect them on stream when they pile up. So let's see how much respectacles I've got. I need to remove all the points from uppercut. All points in there need to be removed. I don't want that crit chance. Even without that crit chance, I can reach 30. With this one, I'm capping. So, but maybe I can just remove the 4 points from here and put them here. I've got 36 respectacles. That's more than enough to do a ton of testing. If anyone wants to see some testing done, tell me. While I've got the points. Oops, I removed one more point than I needed to. I decided to remove the points so I can have points into drain. Maxed out. And now I've got how many points left? 1 point left. Oh, I need the damage to relic skills this time around. So this damage here is needed. Which means I'm probably gonna remove the damage to Vortex Bomb. And that means I've got one more point for which one was the one that gave me energy generation? This one, okay, I've got the energy charge. Well, then the other point I'm probably gonna put here into energy charge 5 levels. And that's our Spinbot Drainalot, the successor of the Punchbot Drainalot. But now with not so broken Cyclone mode. I mean, it's still a slow moving skill, but at least it's not as slow as it used to be. But yeah, I still don't like Cyclone mode, how slow it moves, but at least we have bugs that can let us move it quicker. And now we don't need Servo Blade. What we need is the Arc Power Threads. No, not Arc Power Threads, the Ancient Ember Threads, that's what we need. We're putting this here, and that's our build right now. Let's test it. Dividing Pyromaniac, yeah, give me the Gearwork maps. Cursed Relic Gearwork map. That's a decent one. Oh, and I forgot to post on Discord that I'm online. Just a moment. Copy and paste. All right, there we go. Time to see how this build has improved now. I wish we had damage to drain and to all those other skills as a bonus from items. Let's group up some more. Okay. And AD UK is back and it's telling me to give Sky a petting. Okay, let's give Sky a petting after this fight. Sky, come here. There we go. Welcome back. You're saying Tropico 5 is free on the Epic Store now. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice. El Presidente. I love the Tropico series. Every now and then playing those is pretty fun. I'm gonna make sure to grab it later. Okay, there we go. So we just gotta kill a bit more Hivit. Let's try and group up a big train of Hivit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. My pet is what? It's definitely not hurt. It was at full HP. So with this build, I'm a little bit squishier. I'm squishier than with the Seeker's build, but I've got healing on demand. Instead of constant healing from both Seekers, I get healing on demand from Drain. which is still not as much, but I can still use Seekers if I need to. Oh, and I need to equip some fracking strike damage items. I probably have some. Probably have some in my storage. I'm gonna look into my forge storage to see what I've got for fracking strike damage gear wise. Okay, let's go here.
Your pet is back.
Fracking strike rapid fire, and I'm using this is a lot of defense. But if I lose defense, for example, fracking strike 20. Okay, I'm gonna remember this. Critical mass. This is Cyclone and Fracking Strike mounting King Quiras, but yeah, it's level 46, obviously. Not gonna do that. Cyclone, Servo, Cyclone. Could that be fracking? Rapid, and Silk Shot. This is Vortex. This is Shotgun Blast. This is Poison Dart. Okay, so no fracking stuff. This was the decor for when shooting for when shooting the intro of the current the build I uploaded today. I normally make some backdrops decors for that 1.5 second at the start of the little teaser. So I put some work into making a backdrop for this. Alright, well, I don't have any better fracking strike items right now, so I'm gonna have to wait until something drops. How am I doing with the respectacles? 16, so I've used 20 respectacles already. I'm not thinking of changing anything anymore, but yeah. Gearwalkie, Netherwell or damage enhanced? Let's do Netherwell. I think it's better. Oh, and there was a hydrate activated 10 minutes ago, which I didn't notice. Alright, there we go, hydrated. So, due to my uploading the video today, my stream will not be as long today. It's 8 PM, so we've got 2.5 hours left. Shorter stream today, but well, you've got new video to watch, folks, on my YouTube channel. If you wanted the video of the build I've been playing for the past few days. Parius says, when are you gonna make a video on Warhammer Chaos Bane? I want to see more guides on the Witch Hunter, would be nice, since there is nothing for that class except only 2 videos which bother your... Okay, noted. This has been noted. I can try and make another Warhammer Chaos Bane build video for the Witch Hunter. Let's say on the 27th of December. I'm gonna make it on the 27th of December because 24th, 5th and 6th I will be streaming Torchlight 3 and I will be giving away keys, 1 key each day, which would be tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and 1 day after that. And after this, on the 27th, I can take some time to make another video for the Witch Hunter. Just let me know which set you want a build video for. Which set do you need a build video for the Witch Hunter? I'm open to requests regarding which set. And then in the evening of the 27th I can maybe stream some Chaos Bane for anyone who is interested. But I appreciate the request. I like it when people request types of content. Even if there's just one person that wants that content, I will try and bring it to my channel. You want for the Flames overcoat? Well, I already have a build for the Flames overcoat, but okay, I can try and make a second build for it. I can make a second build for the Flames set, which would be maybe a little bit more DPS-y than the other one. Or did I not? Did I have a build for the Flames? Let me quickly check. I can't remember. I can't remember what my build was. The one with the speed running thingy. Let me go to my website and test it. Just a moment. So if I go to Witch Hunter builds, wasn't Burning Bullets with the Flames set? Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me quickly check it. Burning Bullets is the Blessed Flames. The Blessed Flames set. So you want another build for that one. Okay, I can try and do another build for that one. I do have some ideas. Some people were telling me some things to experiment with, and I can try and do it. For example, if you do it with the grenades, it can be very strong with the fire grenades. So I'm gonna do a fire grenade throwing build with that set for you. I hope you like that as an idea, a fire grenade throwing build. And you're gonna be melting bosses with throwing the grenades with that flame set. I have Jaywar. One of my builds is Jaywar. The previous builds is Burning Bullets. So if you look at Burning Bullets is with the Flames set. But I can do another build with the Flames set, which would be less running around, more spamming grenades or whatever it's called. Those things that do a ton of damage over time. So I can do a damage over time build on my items. I can stack damage over time instead of flat damage, and I can focus on this. The Dark build says, which build for Sharpshooter do you think is the best? I can't tell you which one is the best. I like Electrode and Flaming Destroyer for damage, but I'm also a big fan of the Drain Shooter. As long as you have something like Targeted Strikes or Exploding Arrow, you can do a lot of damage with precision skills. If you don't want precision skills, then you can use something like a lot of pets on Electrode as a proc monster. For example, someone on my Discord posted his own build with the sharpshooter electrode, where he's focusing on the pets and getting the pets to heal proc. So he kind of did a version of my proc monster pet build, but with even less precision investment than me, and focusing on relic and adventurer stuff. So that's one option. And I finally got Mountain King helmet at level 60. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Finally. But yeah, I can't tell you which one is the best quest in my opinion. And it just depends what playstyle you choose. But if you want damage, obviously you want Electrode or Flaming Destroyer. They're the ones that on a sharpshooter would bring you more damage overall. And Parios, as I said, 27th of December, I'm gonna remember to do that video there for you. That build video there for you to enjoy. Okay. I wish I had that fracking strike damage gear. Would have been pretty fun. So we're looking for 4 more pieces of pancakes. 4 more plates of pancakes. Well, I guess they didn't have enough pancake mix this time. Pario says, is there a way to make Icon of Sigmar for Witch Hunter more powerful, or is it not really optimal with what's available at the moment? Well, there are ways to make it more powerful. There are god skills that, if I'm not mistaken, make it stronger. There's obviously it counts as a trap. It counts as a trap, so if you focus on trap damage and maybe the trap set, and maybe get more Icons of Sigmar. And then there was another thing that I think reduced your cooldowns. I need to check it. If you give me a moment, I can launch Chaos Bane without closing Torchlight 3. And just go in Chaos Bane to quickly check the God skill tree to tell you exactly which skill I'm talking about. Let me finish this map and then I can launch Chaos Bane quickly. I think my PC can handle 2 games with my current RAM power. We'll see. So I'm gonna finish this map, then boot up Chaos Bane just to check that there was this one god skill that I was always wondering if I could make an interesting build around it. And Icons of Sigmar count as traps. Knowing that they count as traps and knowing that they can do damage over time and that you can boost the damage over time, it could be interesting. Okay, this quest cannot be completed, so let's bounce. Full map cleared, not enough pancakes. There wasn't enough pancake mix in the goblin camp today. How long does the story take? In Torchlight 3 the story can take you around 10 hours roughly on average. You can rush it quicker, you can take your time and do it slower. So I would say 10 hours is reasonable. You can probably do it in 8, you can probably do it even in less than 8 hours. Let me quickly launch Chaos Bane now for Parios just to check something. Chaos Bane. So yeah, for just for a moment, I'm launching Chaos Bane for Parios, just to give him some advice. I'm already in the game. You don't see it because it's underneath my Torchlight tree. But let's open the God skills for a moment. Just a moment. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna minimize the window of Chaos Bane. Maybe do it like this. So this is the Chaos Bane stuff. Let me quickly show you the God skill I was talking about. First of all, Flame set is what you were talking about, right? Blessed Flames. So if you go to the God skills, there was this something here as a synergy for Icons of Sigmar. Using a skill with a cooldown, he has a chance to grant energy and create Icons of Sigmar. So in Imperial Propaganda, goes to 30% chance. And you get a lot of cooldown reduction, and then maybe playing with some traps on a trap build, it might be interesting. But what you want to play with, you probably want to use this Holy Torch. Holy Torch would be something very good for this one. Another thing that's good would be Martyr, if you want it, or Condemn. I always get Condemn. So when I make the build for you, I'm gonna be using the Extirpate Heroic, and I'm probably gonna use Condemn and Sacred Sigil, and then I'm gonna use Holy Torch and maybe Martyr. Something like this setup here, but slightly different maybe. And the God skills, I can probably do it with those God skills. Probably I can do something else. But with Holy Icons of Sigmar, you probably want to stack damage over time. And you might want to experiment with damage over time. See, this one is interesting. Icons of Sigmar deal fire damage to nearby enemies. This makes them stronger. And you can try and stack a ton of damage over time after killing a champion, for example, for 20 seconds or for 40 seconds, but 50%. So there are ways to try and build around it. But yeah, I'm closing Chaos Bane. Back to Torchlight 3. Back to Torchlight 3. But yeah, I'm gonna make that build for you. As I promised, the 27th of December I will make the build for you. I'm gonna play around with it, see what I can make, and then upload it when it's ready. It's nice to see people showing interest in Chaos Bane right now. Just need to finish my Christmas Torchlight 3 streams. The 3 days of giveaways in Torchlight 3. This one's not bad. Maybe I can keep it for Realmaster build, but it's heat. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it, but I can experiment with the basic attack build later. Okay, let's go. But yeah, this build is pretty fun now. The Spinbot Drainalot Racking Striker. So this one was a bust. We couldn't get enough pancakes. Hopefully this one is not a bust. Alright, there we go. This one's dropping a lot of pancakes, unlike the previous one. Let's move that way. Okay, let's keep moving. 5 pancakes. 5 plates of pancakes. I'm noticing something with fracking strike not colliding with enemies and doing damage. Pretty strange. Okay, there we go. Right now, fracking strike is not doing much damage for me, and obviously, it's not gonna do much if it's just 1392% weapon damage. There we go. I'm still trying to figure out what would be the best rotation. I'm trying to find a way to use 2 times in a row fracking strike, and I think it would be only possible if I maybe use this right before venting, and then vent, get 100, use this one immediately. So let's see, I do this, then I do this, and do this, and do this, and yeah, it's already not enough heat, not enough steam. Still trying to try that rotation. Let's try it once again. We do this, this. And it keeps dissipating. Huh. So I'm not sure what's happening there. This is supposed to only use 50 steam. Only half of my steam is supposed to be used. Oh, I think I just did it. So I need to use this, then fracking, then power projection, and then fracking. So that's the combo. Okay. Okay, that's a nice combo. That is a very nice combo. So we can try and do 2 fracking strikes with 1 vent. 1 vent, 2 fracks. It's a little bit trickier. It requires a little bit more APM. More actions per minute is required to play a fracking strike build than some of the others that are a little bit easier to do. I think I've got this one already, so yeah. Come on. Blinky boy. Walled me into my fort, Blinky boy. Blinkers, come on. Am I stuck on the warding? Oh, never mind, it warded. Oh, I've been thinking, should we do something with my fort? Like some Christmas stuff. It's not here. There's something specifically I'm looking for. I can't remember where it was. It's not here. It's gotta be somewhere. It's probably here. Come on, where did it go? There was a Christmas candle or something like that. I'm trying to find the Christmas candle. Oh, while we're at it, let's put the snowman on my... It's somewhere here. There we go. I think I saw it. Snow candle. Did I place it the right way? I did. Okay. Maybe a little bit of snow. Is it boring checking me do this? There we go. Hello, Ripping Reaper. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. How have you been, dude?
Welcome back, contender. I mean, what could go wrong? Sweet. I just finished tightening up the graphics on that level.
Okay. Gearwalkie anchored. Not sure if I want to do automatons, but maybe. Bulwark of artillery.
It's a fine time to die.
You can't cast that.
You finished your Christmas shopping and now can sit and have a beer. Amazing. I had some malt wine earlier today. But always a fan of a good beer. Always appreciate a cold one. Enjoy your beer. Cheers from me. Ching ching. Or whatever the saying was. Oh, those fracking strikes. So that's the combo, I guess. I'm not liking the damage of fracking strike one bit. I'm thinking of replacing it with something else, maybe. But that's gonna mean I need to find 4 more points if I replace it with something else. I don't want to use uppercut. Maybe make it a no steam build. But the no steam build, I'm probably better off using a ranged skill there. But I don't want it to be a ranged build. Maybe using critical mass for venting only, but that would mean I need a good cannon, and a good cannon might be hard to come by sometimes. Maybe I just need to increase the damage of fracking strike and then it would be better.
You can't use that skill. You can't do that here.
I'm trying to play with a reasonably strong weapon against this content. 8.8 thousand damage against this type of content is a reasonable weapon. Against level 25 Vizier. It allows me to kind of make out whether the skills I'm using are strong enough or not. Right now the damage is just missing, and I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I still have damage. I'm still doing decently for ridiculous. And is it just me, or is fracking strike not hitting every time? Oh, and I had to put my Mountain King helmet equipped, so I can open up a Legendarium slot. Let's do it. Let's upgrade it, make it stronger, better, sturdier, and then equip that one instead of the Woods Beast helmet. Ripping Reaper saying, am I going to play Diablo Immortal? I will test it. It's too pay to win. Actually, I'm planning on making 4 videos for Diablo Immortal after the holidays. I'm probably very late to the party, but I don't care. As long as there's people who would watch my content, even if it's too late, and hear my own thoughts about what I'm gonna make is a video. Actually, let's not tell you what I'm gonna make. Just have in mind that I've done my research on Diablo Immortal, and I'm planning on making 4 separate videos based on the things that have been revealed. 4 separate videos for 4 separate things. One of them more general about the game, another one centered around a specific feature, another one centered around a specific feature, and so on. But I've got plans for the game. I will play it, but I'm not gonna like it. I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna like the pay-to-win aspects of the game, the cash shop aspects. I already talked about it in my stream. But the game already has better itemization than Diablo 3. Diablo Immortal has fucking better itemization than Diablo 3. No boring set items. It has a lot of customization for the set, for the legendary items, for the yellow items. It has customization and upgrades for the legendary stones. Obviously, I'm not gonna play it, but I will stream it and test it. But I don't plan on being a daily wogging zombie. I hate games with daily wogging zombification practices. I think it's very predatory to force your players to wog in every day and to use fear of missing out to make them wog in. The moment you start using fear of missing out as a reason to make your player base come back every day, then you've already lost as a developer, and then you're doing it wrong. Your players should want to play the game. You shouldn't make them play the game by forcing them to log in so they don't miss out on daily rewards. That's just not how it is. And it's a mobile game. I didn't expect it to not have daily login rewards. That's like a must-have in mobile games if you're doing a pay-to-win ARPG mobile game. It's a must-have, but I'm not saying I'm gonna like it ever. I'm never gonna like this thing as a practice. The zombification of your player base with daily logins. But yeah, Diablo Immortal, one of the videos would be basically me ranting about the market, probably, most likely. Who knows, maybe some little streamer like me might end up getting watched by one of the devs, and they could reconsider. But it's money, they care about money, they don't care what players think when it comes to Diablo Immortal. They just want to make money out of it. If they didn't care about the money, they wouldn't be making a mobile game before Diablo 4. Wait, I forgot to dye. I wanna dye my helmet. Let's dye the helmet. Let's dye it black and red. Black and red. Black and red. That's black and orange. Oh, that's black and red. Gray and red. Alright, there's no black, but gray. But yeah, Diablo Immortal, it's not gonna be as bad as I expected, but it's not gonna be good either. unless you're the type of player who enjoys the current games on the mobile market. I think the current mobile player base would gobble it up as if it's fresh out of the oven cake, let's say. Because it's definitely gonna be miles away from the current pay-to-win ARPG mobile games out there. It's gonna be much better than anything else on the market, but it's still gonna be a mobile game with all the mobile things. So it's gonna have more like a Guild Wars 2 vibe, Guild Wars 2 cash shop vibe to it, where you can exchange money currency. Real money currency with other players for farmed currency. Basically what you can do is, in Diablo Immortal, you can buy orbs, and then you can exchange those orbs for gold or platinum. I'm not sure which one of the two, they didn't specify. But gold and platinum are earned in-game. Gold you farm, and platinum you get by completing daily missions. So basically people who pay money can skip doing the daily missions, and just buy platinum off of other players, most likely, and then you can get a lot of other things that are needed, like crests. So in general, you're paying to skip farming certain items, which is complete bullshit. To be able to buy things that allow you to get extra rewards and things like that. If it was just cosmetics, sure, but it's definitely not just cosmetics. You're getting more rewards when you buy crests and things like that. You're getting special rerolls with the special reforged stones that you can buy. I mean, Diablo Immortal is what it is, a mobile game. But I'm still gonna stream it and make a review. And play it for a few days so I can make a proper review and tell people why it's bad and why I don't like it when the game comes out. And unless they make a serious 180 on their cash shop, I'm kind of 99.9% sure I'm not gonna like it right now, their cash shop stuff. The other stuff seems very good though. The item system, the gear system in Diablo Immortal seems much better than the one in Diablo 3, with removing sets and things like that, and with having upgrades for items, and being able to reroll a lot of things, and being able to upgrade your items and your gems, and use different gems and different items having different socket types. It would be pretty fun. I think the build diversity would be pretty fun in the game. I think the controls would be a little bit weird to get used to. But I will play it on a PC on an emulator. The problem is I can't register in my country. When I open my Play Store, there is no Diablo Immortal on my Play Store in my mobile. But if I go on my browser, any browser, and I go to the Play Store from my browser without logging into an account, I can actually see Diablo Immortal there, which is very weird. Why it's like that? Why when I go from my Play Store app, I don't see it on the App Store, but I do see it on my computer as a pre-registered title. But there's two more mobile games incoming. One of them is the Warhammer mobile ARPG, Warhammer Odyssey, And then there's the Torchlight mobile ARPG, which is Torchlight Infinite. You see what they did there? Diablo Immortal, Torchlight Infinite. keeping the eye as the second as the subtitle of the game. Let's see. And boom. Oh, I forgot. I can remove some things and put something new here. Okay, what else do I put now? Now that I don't need the Mountain King helmet here. I don't have any winter weave items other than the cuirass, which I'm wearing. I'm just wondering. Now I have some ideas about specific thing to put there. Just wondering if I should go the way I'm thinking or not. I want to put the Liu General there, but I'm checking if there's something better as an idea to test. This one's also nice, but I don't have the room on my skill bar unless I remove Dance of Death. But if I remove Dance of Death, yeah, that's a different build now. Yeah, let's put the Liu General there. The thing is, I rarely let my energy go to the maximum. I very rarely let it go there. But yeah, another thing would be removing my Dance of Death and just putting Skittering Shoulders for more survivability. I wish instead of damage reduction it gave us life drain wow, inside the zone or something like that. Like 10% or 5% per hit. You can just spin inside the field. Drop the field on the ground and spin inside it and keep draining. Keep healing. That's actually an idea for a new item. Something like a new type of shoulders that give you an active skill. The draining field. So you can get life drain on a build without the blood relic, without the blood drinker. So for 60 or 45 or 30, depends whether you have frost wall or not. So for 60 seconds you get like 5% life drain per second, per hit, not per second, per hit, or 3% if it's too overpowered to be 5%. Maybe 3% and with the set 6% if they make a new set, and that's gonna be pretty nice if they make some sort of a prismatic rainbow set that's giving you all sorts of different elemental bonuses. So you have a physical draining one on the shoulders, maybe you can have burning one on the gauntlets, all sorts of things like those, something that's not tied to the relic or to the quas. Just like the winter weave is not tied to the relic or the quas. But yeah, draining zone or whatever name fits would be an interesting skill. Where is my portal? Oh, I see. Skip the portal. It doesn't have to be zone, it could be a buff that you apply to yourself. But I think if it's a buff that you apply to yourself, it might be a little bit overpowered. Whereas if it's a zone that you place on the ground and you have to stand in there, it might be a bit more balanced. The same way the skittering shoulders is a zone that you put on the ground. This is taking so long. With any other Steam skill, it would have been much better. So right now, the weakest Steam skill is Fracking Strike, out of all of them, and it's the hardest one to play with, the hardest one to optimize and play with. Another Mountain King wheel with physical damage and 2 sockets. Okay, I can try and optimize this. Have I got this one? Let's send it home just in case. Who wants the vampiric field to exist in the game as an item granted skill? Phoenix token, do I keep this one? Is it, it doesn't give me cooldown.
Your pet has
I'm
arrived.
gonna get rid of it. And this one is defense and fire defense. Let's try and make this one the same. Okay. How many times in a row am I gonna get potion luck or HP? Okay. I wish I could do that separately for each affix. Would be so much better for the quality of life to be able to enchant separately for each SWAT. Or to disenchant one SWAT at a time, not the full item. Okay, if I do it like that, the fire would drop to like 75%, 76%, but the other ones are going up by a percent. That bonus physical would be nice if I get a physical weapon. Did I have a physical weapon somewhere? A non-overpowered physical weapon, because I do have weapons like 10k and stuff like that, but I don't want to use one of those for the lower level content. So fire, ice and poison, no physical. Actually, let's put this one away. No, let's put this one away. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back, contender.
Wait, did I equip the new general? I did. Just wanted to make sure I didn't forget.
Is it all what's their name? Oh, so tough. I've got one of those at home.
Nope.
In the bottle. Sweet.
No gear work. Alright, let's go to Plague Bearer.
Well chosen. Oh,
It looks like it's gonna be blazing.
so decisive.
Where the gear work is hiding. Angered Ancestors. Please not that one. Please not that one.
But can you do it with one?
Gearwalkie Shifting Shackles. Damn, it gave me the two shitty ones. So we're moving on to Netherwell
You think you can take it?
to look for a Gearwalkie. Gearwalkie Cursed Relic. That seems like a good one. Just checking in case here. Okay, let's do it.
For that one?
Go. What's my quest? Worcester and Mains from Hyvit.
Spell here. You can't use that skill. You can't do that. You can't use that.
Okay, so I can't use that while traveling. The fracking strike. It would either cast it at the end or at the beginning of the travel if you try to do it during that one.
Spell here.
Should we stay on this map a little longer? Maybe try and get a legendary drop or something. In the previous map I farmed for a bit and I got a legendary, so maybe we can push our luck again.
Your pet is hurting. You can't use that skill. You can't cast that gear.
Yeah, I'm noticing something with fracking strike that it just somehow it doesn't seem to hit every time. There might be something wrong with the shockwave that makes it hard to hit some enemies sometimes. Or maybe I just don't see the numbers. Maybe the numbers are not showing up. I know it's not full 360, so I know that not every single enemy next to me will get hit. If only it was a full 360 shockwave. Like one, like a radio shockwave circular. Instead of multiple shockwaves in all directions, I would prefer if it was a circular radio shockwave hitting everything in the 360 radius. Maybe some people would say it would be too overpowered that way. But I don't know, I don't think it will be. Critical mass is super strong, pressure shot is super strong, and uppercut seems to be pretty strong as well. This one not so much. Look at the damage, 1392. And you can at best use with one vent 2 of them. And I can probably get this to 2000, 2100, 2000 to 300 max, probably with certain things, excluding Bloodseekers and the Liu General. Just with items. Just with items, this can go probably to like 200 something, 2000 something. Let's say I get 100% damage from items. That's probably gonna make it 2600-700. And then if we get another 25 from this, which right now makes it do 1680. If we get another 25 from this and then another 25 from, for example, the what's its name? No, the Liu General, from the Liu General. This also applies 20% damage to it. Why do I have 10% bro skills damage bonus on top of the 20? What gives me this 10%? I'm not sure I understand what gives me that extra 10% damage. It might be a bug, by the way. But yeah, this 20% bro skills damage is from the passive of a rapid strike. But the 10 other percent, it's not from an item. Let me check. Might be a bug. Because it does seem to stem from one of the passives. I'm probably gonna need to respec the passives one after the other to see which one it is. I suspect it could be ramming robot instead of giving us relic damage, giving us bro skills damage. So I'm gonna go and respec that one point and see if I lose this 10% damage. I mean, I don't mind extra 10% relic skills, extra 10% bro instead of relic skills damage. Come on, load up. What's the hold up? Yeah, bro skills damage 10% comes from ramming robots. Instead of relic skills damage. There we go, now it's here. And if I look at it, there's probably no relic skills damage there. And there's something here for drain that's missing. What am I supposed to get for drain? Reduced cost? No. Wait, it says 0 relic energy and 0 cooldown. I mean, I know about the 0 cooldown, but... $18. So from 43 it goes to 18. Which should add up to 43 minus 18, 25. So it's exactly 25, okay. It's just a bug showing 0. But wait, shouldn't that be 50? Shouldn't that be 50 drain cost? Oh, maybe because I got extra 25 regenerated from the item, from the hatch. From 66 to 41. Yeah, I think this costs 25 right now, and that's a bit unexpected for it to cost 25. Is that an intentional change from 50 to 25 cost? Very, very interesting change.
Hey, if it isn't all what's their name? I mean, what could go wrong?
Let's check this one.
Sweet, I just finished tightening up the graphics on that level. You say that now?
Where is the Gearwalkie hiding? Angered ancestors, yeah, definitely not gonna do that one.
I mean, what could go wrong? Sweet, I just
Gearwalkie, shifting shackles, yeah. Not for me.
Oh, are you sure? That makes me strangely hungry.
Corked Gearwalkie, this one's fine. Okay, what's my quest? Just high with kills. Perfect, I love those quests. Never had one of those fail me so far.
Your pet is wounded. Your pet has run away. You can't cast that spell here.
This blazing is doing so much damage even though I've got like 80% defense damage reduction, yet I'm still taking shit tons of damage from the fire when I stand inside it. Didn't they nerf blazing? Did they increase the damage again of blazing? Okay, I'm gonna try something. Instead of the Liu General, maybe it would be better to... Maybe it would be better to get something else instead of it. Because I never get my energy to fully fill up. I never save it. So I'm gonna get rid of Dance of Death. That means I can save 1 point and spend it elsewhere. And then I'm gonna put Skittering Shoulders or Arc Powered Shoulders. Maybe Arc Powered would be better for now. I've never done a build without using a Relic Ultimate, but I'm really tempted this time to do it, so I will experiment and see how that goes for me. Okay, let's check this way. I really wanna try with the Echoes of Life to see how that would go. But I think they removed the Echoes of Life from the game because maybe it was getting too strong with the Frost Wall and the Winter Weave set bonus. Fracking Strike. Good find. Good find. If only they were the Winter Weave shoulders. I don't think I had this cat. The aubergine. But yeah, let's remove Dance of Death and try a build without it. The weirdest build ever, probably. Gua says, "Hi Struck, I want to say Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you, whatever you're celebrating. Enjoy it, have fun. To everyone watching, not just to you, both on Twitch and YouTube. Enjoy your presents, your gifts, and your vacation time." So now I'm losing a lot of defenses, but it has to be done. And where do I put that 1 point? Now is my question. Maybe Body Chalice? Because this one extra point's not gonna help much. I can try and put Living Barrier, but I don't like the knockback, but still level 1 should do the trick. Reducing incoming damage. Healing. This is every 20 seconds. So this is gonna be obviously better than the Skittering Shoulders, because it's every 20 seconds. But it's only for 3 seconds, so but this one is around me, whereas the Skittering Shoulders is on the ground for 15 seconds every 60 seconds. Yeah, let's try with this for a bit. Gil says his big present is his son. He's 3 weeks old. Oh, nice! Congrats. Hope he's all well, and all the best to you and your family. I'm not sure what the right saying was in English. In my language we have a saying, which is like, you say it when a child is born. You wish it to be alive and well. That's the literal translation. Alive and healthy. Alive and healthy. That's literal translation. Not sure what the English version of that is, but I guess you catch my drift. Probably, I guess. All the best to him. Oh, I forgot the defense on the shoulders. So I lost a lot of defense this time. But I got some extra damage. Let's see. I decided to give up on this. I don't like it. I don't want it there. I'd rather have the point maybe here. Is 1 point. If it's just 1 point, I don't see a better place to put it. So let's use this. I wish they would make a Cyclone mode legendary item, something that gives us synergy. Maybe something that helps us do some procs that shoot missiles piercing in some directions randomly, or maybe chance to do a secondary hit or whatever, or chance to apply a dot or whatever. You're saying, what do you think about the Realm Master? I think the Realm Master, just like before, is a very strong class and very fun class. With the train, the Realm Master is one of the strongest builds out there. If you build around Bane, Miasma, and Flamethrower Car, or if you build around the Flaming Destroyer and Flamethrower Car. In general, Flamethrower Car is very strong on the Realm Master. Especially with Miasma tier 3 or with the Flaming Destroyer build. The Slammer Realm Masters for me are more fun to play than Train Realm Masters, just because I don't like the train as a mechanic in the game. It feels weird and clunky to me. But that doesn't mean I haven't had fun with the train when I played those builds. I think if you look at my Miasmic train on my website and on YouTube, if you look at the Miasmic train build, you can try and modify this to make it a little bit more recent. It's still pretty decent, even if you do it the way I did it back then, without changing much. It's still a strong setup. But yeah, Miasmic train is kind of a more of a meta setup for the Realm Master. I made it for the people who kept asking me what would be meta, what would be strong, the strongest setup you can think of on a Realm Master, and that's why I made the Miasmic train. In contrast to my Bane Ductor or to my Acid Slammer. Boom. Basically standing still, doing stuff. Popus Wildman says, hi, how's the tank class in this game? Which one? Which one do you consider the tank class? Because the tank class, in my opinion, is Shield Car Rail Master. That's the tankiest of them. Well, okay, not Shield Car Rail Master, but Shield Car Rail Master is one of the strongest. Bane Forged is probably one of the strongest too. With Bane Forged, you get defense from power projection, defense from vortex bomb, defense from miasma, and defense from poison nova. With the Blood Drinker you get healing and damage reduction with healing or more healing, so it's still tanky. Forged can be tanky because you get defense from this and defense from this, and then you can get a lot of healing and damage reduction. but I think Shield Car Realm Master is probably one of the other strong setup. For example, you can go what was the name? Blood Drinker Realm Master, or you can go Bane Realm Master and focus on defenses rather than offenses, and you can be tanky. But in this game you don't need a tank. If everyone builds for damage, it's gonna be better. You can have support. You can have support damage where you're focusing on damage and on healing, and you can be healing the whole team with Blood Seekers, maxed out Blood Seekers, and stacking duration to Blood Seekers, and then stacking. There's one item that fills up your energy completely. So, for example, your Blood Seeker just has run out, then you pop that item, which is the Ancient Ember Boots or Hatch, depending on the class. And then you can instantly reuse Blood Seekers, and that kind of keeps it 100% upkeep. There's that one as an option. But yeah, it's fun. Whether it's a Realm Master or a Forge you're after, they can both offer you some tankiness. And they both have some interesting setups to tinker with. Gula says with Realm Master he only needs damage because he's playing alone. Yeah, makes sense. That's why Electrode and Flaming Destroyer are better for when you need damage. If you need damage with the Realm Master. And the Realm Master has spinning a Hammer Spin. A Hammer Spin can give you damage reduction. And then by just hitting with melee you get another 50 or 80 or 70% damage reduction. And yeah, it's strong. It's strong. Hammer Spin 3 Bubble is strong. The Train Shield Car is super strong as well if you want survivability. I don't take Shield Car because I think damage is more important from Train Cars if you go for a Train build. Flamethrower Car is just it's super strong. It's super strong, especially with the Doom Pipe. The Shotgunner shoot with Shotgun Car is also pretty good combo. And you wants a link when I finish this match. Sure, I can give you a link. If you want, you can just go to my website before that. If you don't want to wait, you can go to struckquip.xyz. And you can look for a Miasmic Train. On the site you can just select Bane builds or select Realm Master builds and look for Miasmic Train, but I can give you the link after this map. That's no problem for me. Let's kill those enemies, then kill the boss and be done with the map. It's a little outdated, but not too much. The majority of the things in there are still valid in the Miasmic Train setup. So the key point to know is that minion damage increases the damage of the train car, and that's why the Bane relic is very good with train-based builds for the Realm Master. Because you can get 125% minion damage, and you can stack it with damage to Flamethrower Car and damage to Conductor skills, and that really helps in this. That really helps train builds shine. I think I've got this one already. I'm looking for the actual reindeer. I'm looking for the actual reindeer pet. Okay, I'm gonna go to my website and give you the link. Just a moment. Miasmic Train View. I think that should open it. There we go. This is it. I'm gonna post it on Twitch as well if anyone needs it. This is the one where you're stacking minion damage and you're buffing up your train car skills. Obviously, when I made the build, certain items in the game didn't exist. Like the Winter Weave set didn't exist. I didn't even know about it. The Ancient Ember set didn't exist, but I think I knew about it from previews, so maybe I mentioned it. I can't remember. Which means there's a lot more variety, a lot more versatility, a lot of other things you can try and implement in the setup with those two new sets. Some other items didn't exist, which exist now. Item granted things didn't work the way they work now. For example, the skittering shoulders, which I can't show you. But the skittering shoulders, the arc powered shoulders and the woods beast shoulder back then gave you a skill that triggers when you use your relic ultimate, this one. Now it gives you a skill that you can put on your skill bar. There have been some changes, but not major changes that would completely change the build, the whole core of the build. If you use the build as a skeleton, as a core, you just need to modify some items every now and then, and maybe respec a few skill points here and there, optionally. Gearwalkie Berserking. Maybe that's the one we're gonna do.
Your pet has arrived.
Let's see what this map drops. If anyone is interested in this coming as a build, I can probably do it around the end of the year. But I want to move on to making some Dusk Mage builds as well. So I'll probably make another one or two Blood Drinker builds for the Forged with this hero. That one would be one of them. This one's probably coming on the 28th of December. The way I see things. And on my stream the next 3 days with my Christmas giveaway streams of Torchlight 3, I would be streaming myself playing all sorts of heroes. It's not gonna be like today and the past few days where I'm only streaming one hero. I would be switching between one hero, another, changing builds, respecing builds, and creating builds that eventually would become videos and text guides when I find time for them. So in the next 3 days we will be doing a lot of experimenting and we'll be testing a lot of new setups I've never tried, and reworking some of the old setups with some of the new items that have been added to the game, if I can find them. So Christmas fun times, experiments are awaiting us in the next 3 days on my stream when it comes to Torchlight 3. Then after that, as I promised, I will make that that setup with the torch for Warhammer Chaos Bane with the Witch Hunter. With damage over time, stacking and things like that. Okay. Ah, this one survived. Let's get that mace, it could be strong. You never know. Not so strong, but still not bad.
You can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that here.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Okay, good. 1900 damage. When I have the Seekers on. I really wish there would be damage to drain items in the helmet, gauntlets and hatch or boots. This one's taking unnecessarily long to kill. I'm kind of disappointed from Fracking Strike though. I wish it was a little bit stronger. It's as if it got nerfed right now. Not sure why when I was playing my Fracking Strike build a couple of weeks ago or so on the test server it seemed stronger. Did they nerf it before it went to the live server? Or is my gear just shitty this time around? But with that same shitty gear, the previous build with the uppercut felt much stronger. So not sure what to make of it.
Step right up, contestant.
Your pet has returned.
Let's keep checking the Stormbringer for something new.
That makes me strangely hungry.
Maybe Netherwell?
You say that now. I've got one of those at home. You know, in the bottle.
No work here. Okay, Plague Bearer. Where is the Gearwork hiding? Nope, not here. Maybe here. Oh, unique Gearwork. Okay, that's actually a pretty solid one. The only bad thing about this map is it's automatons, main monster type automatons. So the density most likely would be shitty. Less kills per hour, less chances to get legendary per hour. Let's try and group them up. Spawn up as many as we can. Wow. He took so many fracking strikes and still survived. I think my fracking strike is super weak right now. It's doing almost as much as Vortex Bomb on the numbers I'm seeing. It's supposed to do 3 times more, but it doesn't seem to. Okay. Okay, what goes next? Can I get some purples or greens or yellows? Come on. There's gotta be some spawning. Okay, green. Taking so long to kill an enemy with this setup to kill a champion. Perk is flat, but thankfully we've got the Phoenix token. Ah! Accidentally entered those stupid portals. We really need a yes/no window when we click on one. Ah, it's silencing my fracking strike, and that was such a long shock duration on me. On any other build, this guy would have already died 3 times or 4 times. Even on some forged builds with the swag shot and with critical mass and servo blade, this guy would have died much quicker with my currently shitty gear. With all the editing, when I'm cutting out the footage, I always pay attention to how long it takes me to do a boss. And I can tell if it's taking more than 20-25 seconds, it's slow. It's either a boss that's going underground or has some invulnerability phases, or the damage is bad. I think between 16 and 25 seconds is the reasonable amount of time from teleporting to the zone. Not from the moment I do the first hit, but from the moment I'm teleported. Like I've just exited the portal to the moment where the boss dies. That's normally what I try to pay attention to when editing footage. Normally I record 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes 9 maps, Mapworks maps. And then in those Mapworks maps, those Mapworks maps I use as a benchmark. Those types of maps. I'm gonna do one of those now. That's what I do when I do build videos. And I obviously try to, from now on with this current system where you have extra strong items, I would always try to wear a WoW Fuzzier bonus weapons when doing those. No more than 5, 6, maybe 10% extra stats when doing the map work, because otherwise it would be steamrolling everything and it won't be really much of a check, much of a test against that type of content. And no pun intended, when I said steamrolling, I didn't realize I'm playing on the forged. But yeah, the forge can literally steamroll some stuff. My pet is snoring. I wish my microphone was easy to detach from the mic stand, so I could let you hear how he's snoring. Although even if I get close to him, he's probably gonna wake up. But yeah, sometimes it's very cute when a cat is snoring.
Cast that spell either.
And he just woke up. Maybe he realized we were talking about him and woke up. Or most likely my voice, which he should be used to. He should be used to me talking while he's sleeping, because he normally just sleeps while I'm streaming.
You can't use that skill.
What's the time? 9:54. We've got like half an hour more ish
You can't cast
left. Sebastian says, good evening, Struck. Bruh, is there any hotkey to toggle the overlay map without having to hide the small map and the quests? No. In fact, it used to be just it used to be before just overlay and no overlay. We didn't have an option to hide it, the map and the quests. In fact, it's not hiding the quests, it's just hiding the minimap. But we didn't have an option to hide the minimap, and people requested it. In fact, I was one of the people that said that's a good idea when someone requested that in one of the dev streams. I said, oh, that sounds like a good idea. So right now, maybe to suggest to enable or disable this function with a toggle. Their philosophy about the options was to try and avoid shit tons of options and things to toggle on and off in the options. They didn't want to have too many things here. Although eventually they keep adding new stuff and new stuff and new stuff, and this keeps growing. So an option to maybe switch back to the old one, where you only have version with the overlay and version without overlay with minimap, without the one where it's hidden. Are the developers planning to add more content to the game? Yeah, we do know they're working on stuff. They haven't said what stuff they're working on, but we do know they have a contract with their publisher for 2 expansions. 2 expansions would mean something big, something massive, not just patches and hotfixes, but something huge that probably they're gonna charge for. As for new content, they know that this is the most requested thing and the most needed. But yeah, right now we just have the Fazir and we have the Alpaca level. Speaking of the Alpaca level, let's go and do one. Let's go do 1 or 2 Alpaca level stages. Yeah, you have to double press tab every time. It's kind of annoying, but at least you can quickly double press it, which is not a problem. But yeah, kind of how it is. But yeah, I'm really hoping for new endgame soon myself, because this is the one thing that this game really needs right now. The thing it needs the most is new endgame activities. And new endgame activities that actually give you good gear, not like the alpaca level where it's just for fun, just an Easter egg, where the gear that drops is not as good as the Fazir. But I think the problem is the Fazir. If the Fazir wasn't dropping such overpowered gear with that challenge bonus, then the alpaca level would have been actually viable to farm for items. But right now it isn't. Right now it's just for fun. Until they decide to remove this. I think it's gonna be the best thing they can do is to man up and admit their mistake that this challenge bonus was a bad idea, and rework the system to not apply to your items, but to somehow be tied to buffs, to work like an affix or different affixes, different buffs. Based on how far you've progressed, to get a stronger affix while inside the Fazir and not while outside the Fazir. And that would be much better. And it would be contained within the Fazir. But that's gonna be the best thing they can do, to admit that it was a mistake, that it was not a good idea. If a developer admits their mistake and reworks something, it always has my respect. And they've done it multiple times. They've reworked certain things that just didn't work out well, especially during the alpha and beta. During the alpha and beta, they reworked certain major systems, core mechanics of the game, a few times. And it's not gonna require. Someone said that it's gonna require a full wipe to remove this boring overpowered system, but it's not gonna require full wipe. They just need to disable the challenge bonus affixes in the game. That's not gonna require a full wipe. Every item that has such an affix would no longer have it on top of it. Everything else in that item would remain. The only problem is some items now have 3, 4, 5, 2 sockets where they should only have 1 or 2 or 3. So items with more sockets are obviously gonna need some changing, and one of their sockets or 2 of their sockets would need to be removed, which people won't like, but it's for the best, for the better of the game. It's for the best if we want this game to be balanced, and if you want new endgame activities to be rewarding instead of something like this level where we do it just for fun. I mean, this alpaca level would have been an amazing source to farm when I'm bored of the Fazir dungeon and I want to farm items in a new place. This would have been the perfect one to give me this experience, but unfortunately, yeah, I can farm it for fun, but not for gear. Unless for just gear that I need to fill up my legendarium. But once you fill up the legendarium, you really wouldn't see anything to motivate you to come in this level right now. Unless they improve it, unless they add new things into this level. Some special drops or something. Or maybe make it that it always drops 1 legendary item, because you're paying 5 legendary items to go inside it. Right now it's just a waste of resources and time to play this level. But we can expect some sort of new endgame next year. Not sure when and what type of new endgame, but we should be expecting something new. Because that's probably one of the most mentioned things as feedback. That it just needs more variety of things to do after beating the game, after beating the story. I think that when you launch a game with one endgame activity, people are not gonna like it the same way they don't like that in Torchlight 3, the same way I don't like it, that I only have the Fuzzier. I think you need at least two distinctly different. Something that where you see it, you can tell it's a different type of activity that has a different mechanic, different way of completing the maps, and maybe it shouldn't be just maps, maybe it should be something different completely visually, the stages, the design. In general, that's what I think. You need to have two completely different types of endgame, at least if you launch a game. This one is pretty nice as a side one. And it definitely looks different than the Fuzzier. But yeah, as I mentioned, it's just for fun for the time being. See, this one didn't hit it. That's why I think Fracking Strike needs a rework to be full 360. Full 360 Fracking Strike would be much better to avoid missing enemy that's right next to you where my cursor is on the enemy. And I'm using the skill, yet Fracking Strike misses him by like an inch. Because it's off target somehow. For some unknown reason where my cursor is on the enemy. There's also no damage numbers in this level, which I don't think is intended, but it's known, it's been reported to them, so they know about this. Alright, I think we're done with this map. I'm ready to go back. Oh, wait, when did this drop? Maze through sword? Interesting. Back to Travel Point. It's definitely not as rewarding as the secret cow level in Diablo 3. It's been a very long while since I've done Diablo 2 secret cow level, so my memory is not fresh there.
Systems repaired.
Dawak, thank you very much for subbing. Very much. Welcome to the Struck Web Tier 1 sub. Really appreciate it, and enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay, and feel free to ask questions if you want to know something regarding this. And tomorrow, by the way, all those maps here, those Voltaic, Subiron, Venomous, Blazing, etc. I'm gonna do those maps tomorrow on my Christmas stream. And nice to hear that you love my streams. Let's go back to the Fuzzier, by the way, after selling selling this, selling this. Maestro Sword is probably gonna get dismantled. The god limit seems removed or increased. I can't confirm what it is because I never let myself go too high. Because there's always something to dismantle, to disenchant, or something to gamble for that I need for a build. But I've reached like 20 something, 26,700 the other day, and I definitely didn't cap. And I don't see cap. I don't see the animation at the top indicating that I'm reaching a cap. So maybe they just removed it. And thank you very much for the follow as well, Dawak. Again, welcome to the Struck Club. It's appreciated. But I think they just removed the gold cap because we have many things now to sink our gold into, especially with Respectacles. 2,500 gold coins for Respectacle. With that gold cap removed, that means you can fully respec a build if you save enough gold coins or if you constantly buy Respectacles.
Another day, another dungeon.
I like running the Netherwell and the Stormbringer Gearwalkie maps.
Again. Sweet. I just finished tightening up the graphics on that level.
Gearwalkie Blazing. Okay, let's just check the other ones nearby. Cranked Gearwalkie, that one seems like a better option. Let's do Cranked. Cave of Dying. Are we gonna die there? No, that's the question. I wish there was no limit of health potions, but I actually wish there was no health potions as drops in the first place. What they did do for the limit of potions is you can send the pet to buy potions. You can tell the pet, buy me some of this potion, buy me some of that potion, whichever you need to refill, and send it, and it can buy and return. So again, obviously, if they increase the limit or remove the limit, but in general, I think it would be much better if they just remove the potions as drops, and then this interface here add another row of items, another row of consumable items that you can store, and then they need to add a lot of things to stack. All of those contract rewards, we need to be able to stack them. Whether it's gear bundles, whether it's Respectacles, maps, essence bundles, resource bundles, those things need to stack. They need to stack to like 30, 40, 50. For example, the green bundles, I think those need to be at least 30, ideally 60 as a stack. So you can just pump up the rewards, collect them, collect like 50, 60, 70, 100 contract levels, one after the other, and then start opening. Instead of having to collect a bit, open, collect a bit, open, collect a bit, open, it's just unnecessarily prolonging something that shouldn't be that way. And you might as well stack up some resources. I understand why they didn't want us to stack essences and things like this, because of the gold limit. They didn't want us to use essence bundles and things like that to bypass the gold limit. And for example, to gold cap, then sell 10 essence bundles or 100 essence bundles and then reach the limit, and then again. But now that there's no gold cap, there's no reason to not allow us to stack essence bundles and resource bundles. Especially the resource bundle which you can't sell. The resource bundle, I'm gonna try and show you what I mean by resource bundle. It should drop. This one, the refined resource bundle. That's the one I'm talking about. So this one, you cannot sell it. It doesn't have a price. Cannot sell. So this one definitely needs to be stackable. Everything you collect from the rewards needs to stack, including this one. And it shouldn't have that challenge bonus applied to it in the first place as well. Because if it has the challenge bonus, obviously it won't be able to stack even if they make them stackable, if they're from a different challenge bonus level. But I know why they made the challenge bonus. They made the challenge bonus so that when you open... the challenge bonus on bundles, I mean. So that when you open a bundle with challenge bonus, it gives you challenge bonus items. So for example, you get a bunch of bundles and then you open them in the highest Fuzzier level you can reach. And then you get strong items. But again, the challenge bonus just needs to get removed and rolled back to how it was before it. Because it's just the biggest mistake this game has done since alpha. Since the beginning of alpha. This power creep system. There's better ways to handle power creep. Much better ways than connecting it to items. And definitely more fun than that one. This same power creep system that Wosen has is one of the reasons why Wosen is hurting itself, and probably one of the main reasons why Wosen for 10 months didn't add a single piece of endgame activity with its last patch. Because they probably were thinking, okay, what content do we make that would fit well with our power creep of the expeditions. And that's why instead of adding new endgame activities, they decided to add a boring hunt activity. That's not new endgame activity, that's just a activity that you can do while doing endgame or while doing the story. So yeah, Wosen suffers from the same problem that Torchlight does now. Or more like, let's say Torchlight suffers from the same problem that Wosen does with this item bound power creep, power level or whatever. Which means you have to design your next type of endgame activities, either design them around this power creep, which would make them very similar, or just remove it and rework it. Which is what both games need to do this. Many people won't be happy if they remove that extra strength of the items, but there's definitely ways to do it better. Because that's like putting all of your eggs in the same basket. Making sure that people only run that one endgame activity until they start getting PTSD of that endgame activity. And that's not fun. How many more Netherim? Wow, I'm at only 58% right now. Oh, this one's not bad for a yellow. Obviously it's a Maestro sword, so not much good from it. I mean, there's obviously a fun build to try there, and I've tried it multiple times and it just didn't feel strong enough. Maestro sword with the Sneku stick and with the Storm blade. Those three items on the same build. And it felt fun, but it also felt super low damage. Like if they boost the damage of all three of those items, the Storm blade, the Sneku stick and the Maestro sword, it would be pretty fun to make that basic ranged attack setup build with extra procs. Especially on a Blood Drinker Seekers build. On tier 3 Blood Seekers build where you're keeping your HP to the limit, to the maximum. And maybe using the basic attacks as team spenders. That would be pretty fun. I might try it. I might just go ahead and try it even right now after this map. Let's see how it will go. I've got all the items needed. I can equip the Maestro Sword and then slot in the Legendarium one of the other two, maybe the Snake Stick. And then remove some points. Remove the points from Fracking Strike and put the points into the basic attack proc. I wanted to click on the chest. Those annoying fuck, stop teleporting. Not so fun to do it on a spin to win. Before you even start DPSing, he's already teleported. Come on. They need to reduce the... They need to increase the cooldown of his teleports. It's just silly. Sometimes he teleports within less than 2 seconds in between teleports. Range build wouldn't have a problem with this guy at all. Melee builds, it's just boring. Okay, let's try this basic attack setup. That was another thing I wanted to experiment with, and I've got like 10-11 more minutes. So maybe one Mapworks map to test it would be enough. I think I'm getting disconnected. Oh no, never mind. Just a long loading screen. So I'm equipping this sword. And I'm removing... Actually, let's keep this one here. I can't do the Stormblade. I wish I had spare room to put the Stormblade there as well, but I can't. Okay. Let's do another map. Just a Mapworks map this time. Let's be Snekustick in it. But this build would, if you want to build with the Maestro Sword, you really want tier 3 Bloodseekers, and right now I'm not with that, and I don't want to waste too many Respectacles right now. I can probably do it. I can remove the points in Drain and put them in there. Oh, and we need something in this slot. Something, anything. This one, just as a viewer. Okay, I need to get into some sort of momentum, into some sort of rotation. So rotation would be like this, then. Oh no, no, I need to vent first. Let's do it like this. Now vent. Now this, and the damage is super bad. I mean, I wasn't expecting high damage, super high damage, but they obviously need to increase the damage of the Sneku stick and of the Maestro sword. Okay, let's remove the Sneku stick and put a Storm Blade. Ah shit. The fastest way to level, well, yeah, normal difficulty is pretty decent. Another way to level up would be with the practice difficulty, but I don't see big difference between practice and normal. And yeah, if you don't care about your bragging rights, you can just level up with with normal and then switch to ridiculous later on. It's definitely faster to level up on a lower difficulty if you don't care about the bragging rights of the batch and everything there. The damage is definitely shitty compared to what it could be. Yeah, definitely shitty damage, but I'm gonna complete this map with this setup. For shits and giggles, I wanted to try this again on the Forged. Now that the Steam system has been introduced into the game. It doesn't do more than 14k, and if I were spinning next to it, I can do more than 14k. Much quicker DPS, just with the spins, excluding other venting skill. What if I were to remove the blade? But keep in mind I'm not stacking damage to basic attacks. Let's introduce damage to basic attacks in the mix. Which actually is broken, because right now it still doesn't work. 165% weapon damage. With this one, this needs to go up. It doesn't. So basic attack builds, stay away from them until they fix the thing that says plus X% bonus damage to basic attacks. If it says plus X% bonus damage to pistol, sword, mace, etc. basic attacks, it will work, but it won't work when it doesn't specify weapon type in the affix itself. My favorite class relic so far, anything with the Electrode is my favorite. Electrode is my favorite relic because I love proc monster builds. Builds where you don't do much damage from direct damage, but more from proccing certain things like the whitening strikes. But the electrode is also the one that hurts my eyes the most when I played. If you play the electrode a lot all of the time, you're gonna see that all those flashing lights might start hurting your eyes. So there's that. It literally physically hurts my eyes when I play electrode builds for a long time without breaks. But it's a fun relic, and I really like the Dusk Mage with Entropy and with Absolver. But in general, I like every single class with the Electrode. I love sharpshooters with Electrode, with the Infectious Shooter pistol. The Infectious Shooter pistol, and then adding tier 3 Scout's Bones. It feels pretty fun, and if you combine this with Revolt tier 3, you can do Scout's Bones, Revolt, Scout's Bones, Revolt, Scout's Bones. And all of those Scout's Bones would shoot a bunch of projectiles, and each of those projectiles can trigger a lightning strike. And that's a fun setup, for example. Forged with Spin to Win or with bunches of punches does work nicely with the Electrode as well. And so does the Realm Master, especially with some train setups. In general, it's fun. Summoner builds are also pretty fun to play with the Electrodes, where you're proccing things. Each attack of a summon has a chance to trigger Lightning Strike. That's pretty fun. So yeah, definitely very shitty damage with the basic attacks right now. Until they allow us to stack the basic attack damage from affixes, basic attack builds would not be something I would recommend testing. In fact, I recommend to stay away from them. Unless you're doing basic attacks not for damage but for procs. Like, I have a basic attack sharpshooter electrode build, which is all about proccing things. It's all about proccing things with those basic attacks. And no worries, I'm always happy to answer questions like that, and like that one. So what's more? One more silky webbing. Am I gonna find it? It's 10:30, so I have to go. But let's try and finish this quest. Okay, silky webbing. Final boss of the day. Yeah, definitely super slow DPS. Even my Spin to Win can melt the boss quicker than my basic attacks, as you can see. Check the Spin to Win, and now check the basic attacks. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's obviously better with the Spin to Win, and that's excluding using Fracking Strike or any of the other Steam spenders. But again, this is only weak because basic attack affixes don't work. When they fix them to work, we can see some shifting into people experimenting with basic attack builds more, especially on the Forged, where on the Forged with Steam you can get very strong basic attacks. Can't wait for them to fix this. Maybe next year. I mean, it's obviously gonna be next year. Hopefully, I hope it doesn't get fixed in 2022. This basic attack, the broken affix for damage. So yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow, keep in mind, tomorrow I'm giving away 1 key, and on the 25th I'm giving away a second key, and on the 26th I'm giving a third key. So I've got 3 Steam keys that the developers gave me to give away, and 3 days in a row I would be giving 3 days of giveaways in Torchlight 3. So keep it cool. Until next time, thanks for tuning in on Twitch and YouTube, and goodbye, Struck Web.